Okay, Friday, March 20th, from Manly Matt Dow. This has been a long time coming, so what's in the box? An envelope for Rolly. He and I made a deal. No need to worry about it. Okay, I gave it to him. Hunt 102 pen nibs. I could only get 9 boxes. I have another dozen on order and will send them when I get them. Thank you. That's great. That took a lot of the pressure off yesterday, even though I still had 6 boxes and some loose pen nibs still in house. I was getting definitely paranoid about. Well, I'm always paranoid about what the modern world is going to do to the stuff that I need to keep going, and I'm not sure how paranoid I should be about Hunt 102 pen nibs. I think it's one of those things we're going to have to check in on regularly. I don't. The 9 boxes probably would have been fine. Good that there's another dozen on order. The downside for that is that probably gives me enough pen nibs for 2026, 2027, maybe 2028. At which point, if I start getting down to paranoia levels again, and go, Matt, can you order me some more Hunt 102 pen nibs? That's when we'll find out. Oh, they haven't made the Hunt 102 pen nib since 2027. So we're going to try and balance that one in terms of there's a Goldilocks spot there where don't want to have too many pen nibs so that it comes as a surprise when the Hunt company goes out of business, or they stop making Hunt 102 pen nibs, or they completely change the Hunt 102 pen nibs. All of those things. It's like we had our artificial intelligence look at the Hunt 102 pen nib, and it went, no, you want to make it this way instead of that way. And consequently, you'll have pen nibs that don't work at all. Um, okay, point number 3. Uh, I'm not making a big. Uh, how am I gonna phrase this? Okay, Jesse Lee Herndon has one. I've got one. Jennifer Giacomo has one, and you have 7. And we'll just leave it at that. So that, uh, if anybody wants to talk about it, that's fine. I won't be the first. A Royal Canadian Mounted Police hat with a Sheriff of Canada badge. I think I got the badge in the early 80s. The hat came from my dad. No idea where he got it. If I ever came up to Canada, I was going to bring him along. But since that seems like an unlikely scenario, you can have them. Wear them around and see if it does anything. Well, I tried to take you at your word on that one, and I have a very unusually large head, um, and there was the adjustable strap on the back, the plastic adjustable strap. And I thought, well, okay, I'll open it all the way open and see what that does. And the hat is so old. How old is the hat? The hat is so old that the adjustable band at the back broke in half. That's how brittle the plastic was. So it's just going to be a souvenir in the archive room on the second floor at the Off White House. Um, I do appreciate it, and I particularly appreciate being made Sheriff of Canada. It's like, well, it's not much of a jurisdiction, but we'll do what we can with what we're dealt. Thank you very much for making me the Sheriff of Canada. Orange sunglasses, we got these, and the 4 of us have glasses, so we can't really use them. And the sun does sometimes come out in Canada. Yeah, I've heard that too. So when/if you leave the house, you'll be able to see. And it's like, no, I gave up sunglasses for Lent some time ago, um, because it's just something. Well, the sun comes out so infrequently in Canada, and it's like everybody walks around going, "Oh, finally, I get to walk around as if I'm a famous person with sunglasses on." So it's like, really don't want to be mistaken for a famous person or pretend to be a famous person. So when the sun's out in Canada, I just squint. It's like, that'll do it for me. So Josh even got Stan Sekai to do a Turtles/Cerebus/Usaki Yojimbo piece, and he shared the pencils. So I printed out a couple of blue lines so I could try inking one. Here's one of my extras if you want to ink one. I'll keep it on hand. I probably get Studio Comics Press to enlarge it on a piece of artboard, but I'm not sure how much larger I would want to make it so that there's that much more carpet to cover. But nice to have around. I will at least do the Cerebus and maybe send it back through channels and get Kevin to ink the turtle and get Stan to ink Usaki Yojimbo, and we could do a print of it or something somewhere up ahead. The original art and printouts of the 2025 to 2026 so far, please hold strips. Some of these were produced entirely digitally. Yeah, really good. I was looking through those yesterday. I sort of had heart failure when I pulled them out, and I went, "Oh no, it's another please hold for Dave Sim." I still haven't dealt with the one that I've got yet. We're still waiting for the vote on that at the end of this month. Do people want Dave Sim to do Please Hold for Dave Sim, or do people want Dave Sim to talk about the 1982 tour book? And whichever side donates the most money by the end of April, that's what we're going to do for the month of May. So I looked at it and I went, "Oh no, it's another like 38 effing pages." It's like, no, it's all good. It's all printouts and original art. Thank you. That's going in the Cerebus archive. Please hold box, which is obviously an ongoing thing. A set of my official bootleg trading cards. Okay, you taped it all up, so I didn't open it so that it stays in mint. 2 sheets of JR 102 tone. I was going to hang on to it and use it for something, but I think it'll be too much work. And I color and tone digitally when I have to, so I'm never going to use it. There you go. Well, thank you. I will put that in with my my inventory of JR 102 tone. Going through my mom's artist file. From the early 70s when she went to college with Dennis Kitchen. I found this picture of an outhouse. At the time, I had just gotten a copy of How's Your Beaver? So, Outhouses of the Great North, or whatever the title was, by the Cobalt Bookshop, was on my mind. So I'm sending you the photo. So it's one less thing my brother and I will have to clean out of the house after Mom dies. I like to do my part. I accept the outhouse photo on that basis, and it will now become a mystery item in the Cerebus archive when Eddie Kana is going through my stuff and goes, "Why does he have a picture of an outhouse?" What the ... question mark, exclamation mark, numbers 14, 18, and 22. Since April C. is a fan of Aaron Lopresti, There's 3 early works of his in Marvel's Mag of Mirth and Mayhem. He didn't make that up. That's actually what the banner says. Marvel's Mag of Mirth and Mayhem. Issue 14, Matt writes, was my pick for the 100 greatest Marvels. Marvel did this thing in the early 2000s where they let fans vote on what they thought the greatest comics Marvel ever published were. I think FF #1 was #1. The Todd McFarlane parody alone is the greatest thing Marvel ever published. Anyway, Mr. Lopresti did Forbish Man stories in all 3. Issue 18 also has a good story by Marie Severin. And yes, thank you for those. And I will agree with you that the Todd McFarlane parody in number 14 was pretty funny. I actually sat down and read it, and it's. I think that's probably your age and who Todd McFarlane and the Todd McFarlane Spider-Man were to you at the time 30 years ago. But that's we all know that's what those things are mostly made up of, is sentimental attachment. So yeah, thank you for sending that along. I enjoyed reading that one. I even got the Doom joke, the repeating sound effect, Doom, 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 where Todd actually did that, right? Like he did that in Spider-Man, where it was the recurring sound effect, and it's like, that's a little strange. You could maybe change that a little bit, Todd, so that you're not going, no, I get it. You want to talk about foreshadowing, doom, 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 doom. Todd was way ahead of the doom scrolling thing, way back in the 1990s. Wizard number 29, you said you couldn't find a copy in the Off-White House library, and I had an extra. Thank you. Very weird, flipping through that. And it's like there's actually an article in there, published in it was done in 1993, January 1994, and it was, what will the world of comics look like in 2003, 10 years from now? And it's like, I'm looking through it, and it's Wizard magazine, and I'm going, well, 1993 looked a lot like 2003, which looked a lot like 2013, which looked a lot like 2023. I think the only difference in the comic book field was Diamond went out of business. And it's like, okay, now you want to find a contrast. We'll compare 2023 to 2033 when it gets here. The Last Day, so back when you had first started to talk about doing the Ray marks on the covers, I decided to try out a white paint pen and Sharpies to see how they held up to, quote, wear and tear, unquote. It's been sitting in a box since then. So here you go. Treasure it forever. Make it a door prize on a future Kickstarter. Whatever. I might put it in with the outhouse photo as another Cerebus Archive mystery. What the hell is this? No, I think as soon as they see beer on there, they'll go, oh, this is an original Matt Dow. So I'm going to put it in with the, or get Rolly to put it in with the unsold Ray marks, and we will have those. Your birthday / Christmas gift, the Cerebus quote morning cup unquote coffee mug 2.0. I went back and redid the logo crudely and put it on merch. This one's a reusable travel mug for when you get coffee or hot chocolate. I don't think I've ever had hot chocolate, like where you go out and buy hot chocolate. Or if I did, it was way back in like the 1960s or something. And I'm not a reusable travel mug guy. Anytime I see a reusable travel mug, I always picture Rory Root, the California retailer, who was completely inseparable from his travel coffee mug. And it's like, if I ever get like that, please shoot me. Um, I appreciate the gesture, so I put it in with all of the other coffee mugs that I've gotten over the years, including all of your um, ascending Cerebus, good and faithful Cerebite coffee mugs, which are also in the archive room. And I'll get really to take a picture sometime about what the lineup's starting to look like in there. Your other birthday slash Christmas gift, a good and faithful Cerebite T-shirt. I had Birdsong do a better version of the logo and put that on merch. Um, the Puds Tavern logo shirt in adult medium. Also included is 2 copies of the program for the end of season dance showcase that has the logo on there. The second copy has notes on it. The girls made it to state where they placed fifth. Congratulations on the fifth place finish at the state level. And for the picture of Janice, Janice is never going to hear this, and you know, Paul is never going to hear this. You're the only one who's ever going to hear this. It's like, does Janice have an eating disorder? Because she is really, really, really thin, and Denny was really, really, really thin and was always complaining. You can't go up to a fat person and go, "Wow, are you ever fat?" But you can go up to a thin person and go, "Wow, you are so thin." And it's not considered as insulting. I'm not being insulting here. I'm just going, if if she's got a cell phone and she's gravitating over in that direction, um, you know, anorexia is just around the corner. No offense intended. Like I say, Janice will never hear it. Um, uh, Bullwinkle will never hear it. Paula will never hear it. The animals will never hear it. Just for your consumption. The pen nibs. I couldn't get them all from Mr. Art, the website Rolly sent. They only had 4 available. They cost $17.55 a piece. So the Hunt 102 pen nibs are now about $1.50 a piece, I guess. Um, Plus $11.98 shipping. I found another site, Art Supply Warehouse, that had them for $19.39 a piece, and they only had 3 available for $58.17 with $6.97 shipping and handling. Then I found Quality Art, where the nips were $14.47 a piece. I could get 2 boxes for $28.94 plus $16.95 shipping. So 1755, 1755, 1755, 1755, 1198, 1939, 1939, 1939, 697, 1447, 1447, 1695, $193.21. So you owe me $193.21 American. Or since AV is not exactly rolling in the cash, I'm willing to make a trade. I've been meaning to inquire about getting a commission. I know you're not really doing any of those until after you get the Ninja High School crossover done, but hear me out. I want to get a Cerebus related tattoo, but not of the little gray bastard himself. I want to combine a few of my interests together in one design. So what I'm looking for is lettering in Swahili like you did in Form and Void. Of the phrase, Mungu miungu lazima iwe wazimu. In English, it's the gods must be crazy, which is the title of one of my maternal grandfather's favorite movies. Yes, my mom's dad who drove the bus to California. Famed in story, song, and hardcover book. The Gods Must Be Crazy is a 1980 black comedy film written, produced, and edited by and directed by Jamie Oyce, an international co-production of South Africa and Botswana. It is the first film in the Gods Must Be Crazy series. Set in southern Africa, the film stars Southwest African sand farmer, I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, Nixaku Toma as Z, a hunter-gatherer of the Kalahari Desert, whose tribe discovers a glass Coca-Cola bottle dropped from an airplane and believes it to be a gift from their gods. When Z sets out to return the bottle to the gods, his journey becomes intertwined with that of a biologist, Marius Wires. I hope I'm pronouncing that. A newly hired village school teacher, Sandra Prinsloo, and a band of guerrilla terrorists. It was released in the States in 1984, and my grandfather saw it in the theater at least 14 times. Having lived through the Depression, my grandfather was an extremely frugal man. The joke was he had 11 kids because he read Cheaper by the Dozen and thought it was a parenting manual. Yuck, 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 yuck. Well, you know, not making sport there. It's you want to talk about somebody actually being fruitful and multiplying. That was Grandma and Grandpa. That he would take other people and pay for them was rarer. That he would do that 14 times was impossible. He took my brother and me on one of those trips. Even though he had seen the movie before, he still laughed hysterically throughout. My mom got him a VH copy for Christmas, and he practically wore it out. So to honor him and my memories of him, and to honor you and your legacy, specifically the numerous, quote, best letterer, unquote, awards you've been nominated for, and an old comeback I used to use when I was younger. Basically, when I would tell someone how to do something and they wouldn't listen, I'd say, quote, was I speaking in Swahili? Do you not understand English, unquote? I wonder if you do that with Janet's Pearl and Bullwinkle now. Wouldn't recommend trying it with Paula, but that's just some advice from the sidelines. I was a bit of a jerk, I admit it. Oh, probably more than a bit of a jerk. You're lowballing yourself there, Matt. I want to combine it all into a Dave Sim Swahili lettered caption, like what he used in Foreman Void of the Black Lines, with the words Miangu lazima iwi wazimu, and get it tattooed on my forearm. I don't even need the original art, just a good scan that I can resize to the size I want, so you could draw a Cerebus in native African clothes and auction the piece through Heritage and get some extra money. Otherwise, I'm in need $193.21, but I'd rather do the trade. Okay, the problem with that is that I have a very strict no tattoos policy. I would never draw a tattoo for someone. Obviously, they can take any drawing that they want of mine and turn it into a tattoo, but the intent, I could look it up in the Torah. It's in Exodus, I think, might be in Leviticus. Not to make markings in your flesh. So definitely my Orthodox Jewish aspect goes, no, you don't want to participate in that. Drawing a tattoo for somebody to get put on their body is participating in whatever that is. and that's strictly not kosher in the literal sense. Here we are on the second day of Passover. May it be a blessing on us all. So no, I won't do that. But it's not rocket science. If you copy, as you've already done, I mean, you know, you've got all the Swahili lettering from Form and Void, and just take that to the tattoo artist and say, "Can you do this?" I mean, it's just you know, it's really basic comic book lettering. Um, a tattoo artist is going to look at that and go, "Yeah, I get it. He doesn't need me to draw it." So yeah, it's no, that's a boundary that I won't cross. Um, Doing something for somebody that is specifically going to be a tattoo, and particularly with God's plural, that's another monotheistic transgression. So my best advice would be just you know, take the phrase, show the guy the lettering, and just say, "This is what I want you to do in this style," and he'll do it for you. I'm pretty sure. Okay, there you go. A mini please hold for Dave Sim. Please hold for Manly Matt Dow. I now have 35 minutes until Rolly gets here. Let's see how much further I can get.